All right, it's back to school time, and I want to take the opportunity to get back to school, if you will, back to basics here at SYPHER training. And for me, that really means drilling down and focusing on our form. The most important thing about SYPHER, at least what I get out of SYPHER the most, it's not the workout, it's about the state of mind that I attain when I'm doing the workout. I learn a lot about myself, about other people, and my environment and my responses to certain situations or difficulties and how I respond to those. And this state of mind, this higher state or flow state as most people call it, the roadmap to attain that is concealed within the SYPHER. The SYPHER that I've created really is the backbone of the aim of SYPHER. Form first, competition second, follow the board, not the herd, stupidity is never rewarded. Those tenets, I use those principles as I'm working out and off the turf, and I apply them. That's when I'm more likely to hit that flow state. What we're going to be doing starting next month is a challenge. The challenge is called Engaging the SYPHER. So each month, the members and the pros will have their own individual objectives to try to attain each month. This objective will stay the same for the entire month, and it's just one small thing that you can do to either bring awareness or change to your game that upholds the SYPHER. It may be something small that maybe you didn't even know we try to pay attention to, or that's part of form focus, and we're just going to highlight that, and that's like the one thing that the pros are going to pay attention to. Hopefully by doing this, it's going to bring both worlds kind of together, keep each other accountable. You know, we both collectively have our own responsibilities. The pros can keep you accountable and also have a certain amount of wisdom to impart with each junkie because they know the form to look for, they know just the nuances. And ultimately the members have to execute with integrity. So for our first month, September, the Engaging the SYPHER challenge for the pros, we are going to inverse, we're going to flip the form badge, and this is something I have talked about for years and just haven't gotten around to implementing it. But what you're going to do is you're only going to award people credit for form if their form is completely flawless. All right, it's not like, you know, you get form credit for showing up. No, we're only going to give form to those who have flawless form. Body types are different, ability levels are different, but you as the pro need to be able to tell who's limited with their abilities and the people who are limiting themselves, because there's a difference there. The people who are limiting themselves, they're not doing things that you know that they're capable of, and that may take time to learn the individuals that you're working with, but many of us have been working together for years and you know what they're capable of. And that's not to say pushing somebody past their threshold of needing rest. Like for me, I get tired and I take a lot of breaks. That doesn't mean I'm not doing right form or going hard. That's not the type of push I want you guys to give. I want you guys to hold each other to a higher standard of precision in movements. That's really what it is. And integrity. So my hope with flipping the form badge is to really kind of highlight the people, maybe they've got like 5 out of 30 or 8 out of 30, highlight those people that have perfect form, just flipping the form badge from 30 out of 30 meaning nothing to maybe 5 out of 30 meaning a lot. And then for the junkies, every end zone task needs to be performed inside the end zone. And let me give you a few examples of what I'm talking about. So the objective for the junkies this month, September, is to do every stationary task in the end zone. What I see happen a lot is people are doing like V-steps, not facing the field, and their feet are outside of the end zone. So they're like doing, you know, V-steps here, they're not even behind the line. They're supposed to be in the end zone for a reason. Anything that's like a plus run and you're down on the ground, just make sure your hands are on the line. Let's not do it up here. That doesn't constitute as being in the end zone. You should have your hands on the line. So you got, you know, mountain climbers or moguls or whatever, hands on the line. Now for the tasks where we utilize the line, like we have to clear it on rivets or lichen, have to clear it, hot coals. Obviously you can go out of the end zone for those, but make sure you're clearing the line. Not just like close to it or touching it or just disregarding it. I want you to clear the line. Imagine it's like a laser beam that's gonna cut your foot off if you touch it. And then end zone tasks that are plus Tarzan. You got sawed off, cyclone, flamingo, that kind of stuff. We're gonna make sure that our feet are behind the line. feet are behind the line, just to go the extra mile. Normally when you do it, it's all right to stand on the line, but just for this month, let's just stand behind it. And then the last one is no exiting the end zone until you've finished the task that you're on. So every now and then I'll see something like toes. You know, people are jumping up. It's like 18, 19, 20. Next thing they're like already halfway down the field because they're traveling with their toes. Or like another thing that annoys me is squat thrust. And it's like they're slowly moving down the field, okay? Stay in the end zone, exit the end zone when you're done, finish it down there, come back. Just to review, it is perform all on the ground tasks, plus run, hands gotta be on the line. Anything that's plus Tarzan, feet behind the line. Always make sure you're facing the field, like when you're doing a ground task. Just make sure you're not like this, in the end zone, and then make sure you're clearing the line. Fully clear the line on the tasks that require it. So that's what engaging the SYPHER challenges are going to be about. Every month, junkies, pros have their own objectives to collectively come together and make incremental changes to their game in attempts to reach that higher state, that form first mentality, flow state, if you will.